I need to make that. I need to sit there and like chop some wood myself, just to like just to put up there with like Canadian Spider-Man. Yeah, yeah. I've just been talking for 5 minutes, and then suddenly I realized that no, I haven't actually gone live. So, hey y'all, Rod Thunderheart here, just popping in to say hi. And I came home yesterday. Well, yeah, yesterday, and I still found my kitty alley cat still alive, and it literally brought a tear to my eyes because hey, Dadman Walking, good to see you. Good morning and back to sleep. Well, no, actually, I mean, I was sleeping earlier. I mean, I fell asleep to Doomcock. I mean, I did notice that he closed early. And I was kind of like, I heard him sort of shut down, kind of like, hey, and then I looked at him like, oh shit, man, it's only 11 o'clock. What the hell? And then I just like, I passed right out. I think I turned on Tony, but I mean, like, I don't think I heard a single bit of his live stream. Hail, Miskatonic Madman. Good to see you, brother. Yeah. As I was just saying to Dadman, like, ugh, came home and like I've been dreading this day. Well, hasn't happened yet, but I've been dreading coming home and like this, and then finding my poor little alley cat on the bed and moved on, but she's still alive and kicking at 18 goddamn years old. Wow, good for that. No, again, I literally I teared up, and I'm just kind of like, wow, Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, sorry guys. Well, not sorry. I just did this unexpected live stream. I just suddenly wanted to like come on and pop on and say hello, and I don't know. I mean, Canadian Spidey is probably already passed out. I'm thinking because it's probably like 2:30 his time. So like, yeah. And yeah. Oh, as getting back to what I was like bitching about, and then suddenly realized, oh shit, I haven't gone live. I've got a PS5, and I bought Silent Hill 2 remake, and because I have really, really, really good memories of the ancient, well, ancient PS2 version. But I mean, like, I finished all five, finished it, and got all 5 endings, including the dog ending. And the dog ending is really, really tough to get. But yeah, and I thought it was a really, really good and super, super creepy game. That just it's absolutely it builds on the psychological. It's one of those really. Again, it's psychological, and like you can't quite see what the hell is in the background there, but then all of a sudden it's like, and like, oh, it scares the shit out of you, man. Yeah, but and it had some ridiculously good music too. I mean, I don't care what anybody says. I mean, like, ever since the TurboGrafx Turbo CD and then Super CD, and then I noticed a lot of the developers that worked on TurboGrafx Super CDs, they moved on to Sony and all the PlayStation games, which yeah, again, good for them. Like they were on the they were disc games. Yeah. I'm actually that's what I want to find out, Miskatonic Madman. I want to see, like, I mean, because I keep hearing both sides of the argument, like, yeah, it's good for the modern audience, but then I've seen other people say like, No, actually, I mean, because there's a secondary character in there that, like, well, way back on the PlayStation 2. Yeah, she's what you would call a wow, good-looking extra character, you know. Um, Supposedly in the remake, they decided, nope, let's make her body positive, you know. And I've seen body positive pictures of this character, and I've seen no, this is what she really looks like, you know, sort of pictures, you know, which is basically like right back to when she was in like the original PlayStation version or PS2 version, you know. And no and no, I'll say this. I mean, like the PlayStation, the Silent Hill 2. Okay, here's the premise. You know, a guy gets a letter. You know, from like, okay, the very first thing is like this dude, his wife, she died like years and years ago. You know, and then suddenly, all of a sudden, he gets a letter from his wife again, who died X number of years ago, and then suddenly he goes and then suddenly you know, like she sends him a letter, he gets a letter from somebody in Silent Hill, well, her technically, and it was their favorite vacation spot. But for whatever reason, they go he goes back there, and like suddenly like the entire town is just suddenly like it's convoluted with like fog and everything, and like it's you know, it's super creepy, and like he's you know, this is what makes it a really good horror game, and that is that, you know, he's walking down the road, and like you can only see so far ahead of you, that's it, you know, and like but like that's what makes it like a really really good psychological game, you know. Hail Dark Helmet, hey, good for you, good to see you, my brother. Yeah. But yeah, no, like the Silent Hill games, well, all the games have been like that, you know. You can only see so far in front of you, you know. I liked 3 as well. 3 also had some really, really good music and like incredible visuals that just, yeah. Um, anyway, but getting back to Silent Hill 2, uh, yeah, no, this guy, he comes to Silent Hill, and like suddenly like the whole town is just engulfed in this fog, and he was just like, wow, you know. I mean, they don't say whether or not the fog is the part of like, you know, like when him and his wife went there. I don't know, but the point is that he's like, wow, you know, like, you know, and then suddenly he meets this woman who's the antithesis of his wife, because his wife was just plain old button down, very demure, very uh non-sexy, shall we say. She just always dressed in like very very plain clothes and all that. But he meets somebody who looks almost exactly like his wife, but suddenly like this chick is wearing like, she's wearing like a red leather jacket with like a mini skirt, and like a just, you know, and like, and his the reaction too, he's just kind of like, holy crap, you know. And it's really good. And I I like that too, because like there are sometimes you know, I mean, because again, like just during the opening segment, if you just look, in fact, if you just look up the PS2 trailer of Silent Hill 2, you know, at one point there, like she looks at him kind of like snarky, and she looks at him kind of like, I don't look like a ghost, do I? You know, and like she just again looks at him very snarky, and it's just creepy as fuck, you know. And yeah, it's well worth tracking down though. Yeah, yeah, Lovecraftian element. Yeah, it's very supernatural. Trust me, man. Very very supernatural. You know, I mean, that's the other thing. And then ultimately, I don't know if I want to spoil it, but I mean, she turns out to be like the main character who ultimately Because at one point there, like, you wind up meeting, well, you meet a whole bunch of really, really, really creepy creatures, like this nurse. She doesn't quite have a head, and like doesn't quite. I mean, she has arms, but like you don't quite see her hands or anything, and like it's just kind of like her arms are moving around in like a ugh, skin sack. I know it sounds creepy, but like it's and like it's like the arms are fighting to get out of like the embryo sac or whatever. It's and yet at the same time you still kind of see like, well, it's hard not to be turned on by a pair of breasts, like when because but like like you see the breasts sort of like press out of the quote skin sac. Well, I can't believe I said that. But yeah, no, and like you kind of see like a partial head that sort of like bulges up, down, up, like it's, yet she's still wearing like say a nurse's uniform, like you see these things in the hospital section of the game. Yeah, but no, it's definitely creepy. Yeah, yeah, and as the game goes on further and further, like again, you meet this girl Maria, and she seems to be your wife, and yet she seems to not be, and that's what again it makes it kind of very mysterious. Ugh. Yeah, but no, I'm really, I don't know. I'll probably get it figured out and everything, but it's just kind of annoying. Like suddenly my controller is not quite matching up with all and also I can't play all my old games that I have downloaded onto my PS5, and I don't mind saying like, ugh. It just one of those like, I miss the days when you buy a game and you could come home and you could like put it on, insert it onto your like into the game console, and then just play it. For fuck's sakes, But no, now you got to download shit. It's got to like be installed onto the goddamn computer / like game console. I'm like, ugh, I fucking hate that. Ugh. I don't know. Maybe I might even actually ditch. It's funny because I pawned it and like then I got it back. You know, and I got it back and all that, and like I won't deny I still like it's a good media console. Like going on YouTube and and then especially like for I mean because I downloaded Godzilla -1. I've got Wolverine, Ghostbusters: Frozen Empire. I have Deadpool and Wolverine on my Amazon Prime. Miss Clark Man mentions that if you like scary, creepy games, there was a GameCube game called Eternal Darkness. I've heard of it. Okay, I will have to look into that. That sounds interesting. Wow, holy crap! Very cool. Hey, anybody wants to come on and join me, and we can shoot the shit back and forth. I would love to. I mean, let me know. I will. You know what? Here, I'm going to where is it? I will put up a link. Stream info. Private chat. No. Let's see. I will put up the link if I can finally find it. Stream info. No. And anybody wanna chat back and forth? I would. I'd love to chat with somebody else too. Like that'd be cool. Let's see. General orientation. Nope. Looking. You host media banner. Looking. Sorry, folks. If I'm mumbling out loud here and there. Let's see. Avatar title. Fudge. I'm sorry, folks. I'm gonna try and put the link into the thing. Let's see. Comments, I guess. Oh, okay. There we go. There, yeah. Excellent. Okay. All right. Anybody want to come on? They're more than welcome. Here I am posting the StreamYard link. Come on in. Anybody? No, both of us. Me and Canadians. But yeah. Oh yeah, and I was more than pissed too in terms of like I had to reinstall a lot of my games. And you know, that flipping pissed me off. You know? Yeah. Well, I got Buster. You probably can't hear him, but he's like purring in the background here, and he's all happy with sitting beside me here. Sitting beside me here on the couch. And oh, hey, Suzanne, good to see you.
Hey, how are
Hey,
you doing?
Oh, real good, real good. Yeah, have been just absolutely enjoying my new job and just but coming up on my 5th month now actually, and yeah. Thanks
That
for
is
popping in.
fantastic.
Yeah, thanks for good to see you.
Whose channel am I on? Yours or Spidey's?
Technically his. I mean, like he was really kind and just put me on too. So yeah, good for him. Like yeah. I mean, it's kind of my live stream, but it's also his. I mean, it's his channel, so yeah. I guess that's how it works.
Well, your channel is streaming it too.
Oh, okay. Oh, I keep forgetting that. Like, yeah, like he's laced me in as well. Huh. Yeah.
So where's the Spider-Man?
Oh, he's. I don't know actually. To be honest with you, I mean, I just basically woke up about an hour ago, and like, oh crap! I even missed Tony's stream. I fell asleep. Well, fell asleep watching it. You know, I mean, I think I heard like one or two things, and I'm just kind of like, blah. I guess that's how goddamn tired I was. I mean, and like because yeah, well, I fell asleep watching. I also fell asleep watching Doomcock. You know, and I mean, it's funny because like, you know how ever had one of those times where like you're asleep and you fall asleep and you're watching the TV, but you still kind of hear what's happening on the TV, and then you're like, you know,
Every
and that's what.
day.
Yeah, you know, and then like just out of the blue, I just kind of sort of heard, hey, now I'm gonna shut down, and like, you know, I'm kind of, and then like my brain just, I was asleep, but I mean, like even then, my brain was just kind of like, isn't this fucking early? And then like I looked over and I just kind of sort of half, you know, like turn the remote on. And I'm like, holy shit, it's 11 o'clock. He's shutting down at
3 hours ago.
yeah, like he barely got like he only got like 3 hours in. It's like what the hell, you know? And then like I'm like oh, okay, yeah, and then like and then I switched over to Tony's, but then like I just like Tony's. I mean, well, since it took a few minutes for Tony to get going, I just I just fell asleep just because I was like, and then also like, and then Tony, and then I kind of half heard like Tony's stream start, but then I'm like, hey, cool, I'm right on, I'm listening to Tony's stream, and then I just next thing I know, it's like 3 o'clock, and I'm just like, what? And then my YouTube had skipped over to one of my favorite channels, The Wall.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what do they have you hauling? Flat deck or
oh yeah, deck. Well,
cube?
yeah. Boots is they're always deck. I'm surprised. I mean, I'm half disappointed that they're not van, but I mean, like, but at the same time too, I mean, like,
Are you pallets or are you?
Oh no! I mean, I'll say this: the one thing I do like about decks is like, right, you got to be a special kind of character to be able to, well, special
Oh yeah,
special kind of strong guy to be able to like always be tightening shit down, and like that's why I
straps are
have a lot
crazy.
of. Oh yeah, yeah, no, and I have a lot of respect for our local driver, Karen. She's, yeah, the name, but
Yeah.
she's not a Karen. She's really, really like she is really, really good for good at her job, you know.
I
And
knew a girl who was 5'6", maybe
yeah,
130
yeah,
pounds, soaking wet, and she could
that's
put down a load better than anybody.
and that's exactly her height. Yes, height and size. Yeah, no, like she's like,
Might be the same girl. I don't know.
yeah, yeah.
But
Well,
I've
let's
seen her out there with straps. I've seen her out there with chains, just like the big brawly guys. And she'd get
yeah,
her loads done before they had them.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh shit! I didn't script. I'm going to check down the chat here and like, hey Suzanne. Well, hey, we're talking.
just me. Hey, boys.
Yeah, yeah. DJ Ronnie
It's
J. Hey,
Katonic,
good to see
DJ
you.
Ronnie.
G. Yeah, long time no see. Dark Helmet. Good to see you all as
Hey,
well
Dark
in the
Helmet.
new year.
Hello.
It's Katonic.
It's
Yeah.
Katonic.
When is the protocol to stuff say? Yeah, no kidding. Yeah. Hey, I've always wondered that too. You know, I mean, like if you don't see somebody until like the 10th, and like you're like, hey, Happy New Year. You know, and like, but then like, well, it's already like 10 days into the new year. You know, I'm like that's like that's like 1/25th of like the 25th. Um, well, close to it. Yeah, like that's like almost 1/25th of the whole year. You know,
Okay, well,
so
here's hoping you don't step in dog poop this year.
oh
You
yeah,
know, when everything
yeah,
thaws out and it's everywhere. DJ Play
yeah,
Nice too. Hello.
yeah.
Whether you got a dog or not, man, you stepping in it when it thaws.
Yeah, no, I've got a couple dogs actually. Well, technically, one of them is my brother's, but I mean, like, and he's going. Uh, I don't want to get too deep into family bullshit, but I mean, like,
Right.
yeah. But I will. I am going to say this, and that is that I am going to try to fight for both the family farmhouse and the and the barn slash uh hired hand house next door, and
Nice.
and then ultimately what I would really, oh yeah, here I am broadcasting it, but
Beans in the head, seeing what you're gonna do.
I want,
You
well,
can,
I'm
you can
going to
live in a
clean
ranch
all
house.
the, yeah, well, I'm going to clean out all the hoarding. Bless you, Mom, but well, she's a she's a product of the 40s, so like,
Yeah,
yeah, I mean, yeah, everybody from the 40s were they always learned to hang on to shit, and like,
yeah.
no, good for them, but like,
And
you
it
know,
trickled down to me through my parents. I got it too. I got
yeah,
to get rid of all my junk.
yeah, I want to get rid of that, and like, what I do want is to clean out all the rooms upstairs. There's 4 bedrooms upstairs on the top of the house. It's the 3rd floor, and I want to turn the house into an Airbnb
Oh, nice. Yeah, we've talked about that before.
because yeah, because I'm only 25 minutes away from the Edmonton International Airport.
Oh,
Secondly,
beautiful. Oh,
oh yeah, yeah,
you
and then
retire, my friend.
secondly, yeah, oh yeah, yeah, exactly. Well, that's what I want. I mean, like, I want it to just become regenerating income, you know,
Exactly.
and
And there's a
yeah,
petting farm there.
and
You'd be fine.
I want my aunties to move out here, and I will buy a mobile home, and they can live there, and then come into the house and do the, well, I mean, because it's their Airbnb, they can do the breakfast and the suppers, and like,
Yep.
Other thing, Mom has every company's coming company's coming cookbook, as well as
Yeah.
a bunch of others like Canadian Mennonite cookbooks, and like they could, and like it's a nice huge kitchen to begin with, and they could, go to town, and like, I mean, I mean, I even have a dimpled rolling pin.
Oh,
Do you
nice.
know? Yeah, do you know how hard those are to find?
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
exactly. Yeah,
I do.
and I made yeah, exactly, and I made sure to put that away in the gun cabinet.
Oh, nice.
And yeah,
I see this being
uh,
very, very good for you, Rod.
yeah, and like I, I mean, it's not just I don't want not just a Airbnb, but what I would also like is, and eventually what I want to do is put a fire pit out back, is turn this place into a night sky staring place,
Oh, that would be
and
nice.
ah, it's I mean I was like 5 years old, and like I would put my snowsuit on, and walk out in the middle of the field, and I just like, and I would just lay down, and I would just watch the sky, the stunning sights from like the sky.
Are we talking
Like
Alberta?
yep, yeah, yeah.
The only
This
two
is all.
places in this
I'm only.
country where the northern lights
Yeah,
are good are Saskatchewan and Alberta.
yeah, yeah, exactly. Especially the Northern Lights. Yeah,
That'd
and
be perfect.
I had. Yeah,
I'm gonna dump. I'm
yeah.
gonna jump out of here and go back into chat and give somebody a chance to pop up.
Oh, okay. Whoa, we
'Cause,
have 7
yeah,
people watching. Hey, good to see you.
I gotta turn my auction up. So
Oh, sure. Yeah, yeah. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, yeah, and yeah. But thanks for popping in there, Suzanne. Greens Miskatonic Madman. When is protocol? So yeah, I already said that. I already wondered that. Yeah, Miskatonic Madman. DJ Play Nice. Like Miskatonic Madman. Like hey, do look bit honest. Yeah. I watched my first episode of MacGyver fading in and out. Yeah, exactly. No way. Is that funny? I mean, because you ever notice that? I mean, because dad's like sleeping on the couch, and like it's like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And you're just going, oh, he's not watching, he's asleep, and then you turn the television off, click, turn that back on. I was looking at that, and it's just, okay. So all right, turn the television back on. Yeah. Cheers, DJ Planis, DJ Ronnie G, exactly. You need to make the supper an option for people who want to smoke crack or something, or people who are innovated and prefer takeout. Which I'm not recommending. Oh, I understand, Suzanne. No, that's not. I just wanted to pop in and say hi to everybody, and and I'm glad I had a few people pop in. Yeah. All right. Well, I'm gonna shut it down too. I just wanted to say hi to everybody, and and like thanks for popping in and saying hi there, Suzanne. It was great. Like great conversation. Uh, yeah. I will say though, like that's not just the dream, but I mean, no, I mean me and my brother. I need to investigate what's going on and why. What happened with my what happened with what happened with mom, because reportedly, I mean, mom said like she left me, the one person in the family, she left me like a uh what do you call it, not an account, uh uh anyway, like the account was minded by someone, and like and then I was supposed to get it after she passed, and well, she's now passed, and well, you know, and my other sister who invoked a POA, the power of attorney, to over my mom, and she said that, well, no, mom's broke. There's nothing. Like, okay, fine, But it's 30 minutes now, and it's wonderful to have talked to, well, some of you, and like, yeah, no, thank you for popping in there, Suzanne. No worries. And anyways, I will talk to everybody later. We are out. We'll see ya.